In April 2025, we took a trip to Japan. We left the kids with my parents and had 2 weeks of uninterrupted time together. Everything was magical, and we only experienced minor hiccups. This is our video diary of what we did and captured to remember this adventure. I got sick the first 36 hours of our trip, which I'm 99% certain was due to airplane food. It should have been a red flag when they delayed our plane to bring dry ice on board because the cooling system wasn't working correctly. This is me on our first day thinking I was going to be okay and realizing while eating my delicious ramen, I really was not okay. We averaged about 10 miles every day walking in Japan, something we wouldn't have been able to push if we had brought a dramatic tween girl and an angsty teen boy.
Like, they just literally have them all.
One of the first things we did in Japan was go to Tsukiji Market. We know it's primarily marketed towards tourists, but we enjoyed eating and browsing in some of the small knife shops. I tried to convince myself I was okay, but I crashed really hard after the market, and I did not feel better until the next day. I actually had to send Laren out on his own to go do a food tour that evening. He did not take any video, and I was in bed coming up with all the worst doomsday scenarios while he was away. By the second day, I was hopeful but cautious. We got up early and went to Asakusa the next morning. The underground street had the best gyozas and yakisoba we ate in our whole trip. We got to go to Sensoji before the shops opened up, which meant light crowds. It was very beautiful around the temple and a great start to our day.
What's the update of this? What are you supposed to do?
Okay, I got 45. 45.
Okay.
If you get good,
Got regular fortune.
if you get good fortune,
Which number?
2.
Well, then look over next to it. It's right here. Right here.
I have better fortune.
Oh.
I don't feel like I've had a lot of good fortune, to be honest.
You
the
have
last
better
couple days.
fortune now.
Okay.
Next, we browsed Kappabashi knife shops, where Laren got a kitchen knife.
I got a knife in ZDP 189. Oh, I don't have any. I'm really excited.
We could have spent more time here, but we had a very important date.
We cannot do any more knife shopping. We have to go to the Pig Cafe.
The Pig Cafe.
Yep, we have to go to the Pig Cafe, so sorry, no more knives.
Wow, how did you get so many?
Best day of my life. I love this so much.
I thought you were up in front.
can't tell me this is the best thing ever.
The best thing ever.
Better than knife stores.
Better than knife stores.
So much better. On a scale from 1 to 10, knife stores is 6. Pig Cafe, 11.
11? That seems a bit high to me.
Look how cute they are. On Sundays, they close down the main road in Akihabara. When they do this, it really opens up to allow plenty of space for people to walk about, because all the shops we went into here in this neighborhood were all narrow and tall. Video games and anime are not my thing, but Laren wanted to come here to find some video games, and he did. I liked hanging out here a lot more than I imagined I would, especially going on the special road closure day. Because I had serious FOMO with Laren going out to our food tour without me, we went to Shinjuku at night. We walked around Golden Gai and the surrounding areas. It's definitely crowded here, but the tiny spaces and izakayas everywhere were a cool vibe. One of the nicest unexpected places we loved in Tokyo was Ueno Park. Being from Pittsburgh, we are privileged to have huge forested parks right in the heart of the city and surrounding suburbs. They are really, really awesome. There's a lot going on in Ueno, and I'm glad I encouraged Laren to visit this part of the city. We even witnessed an idol group performing in the park. That was kind of fun. We stuck around for a few minutes to check it out. Out of all the activities we did in Tokyo, there is one that stands out among the rest that you won't find on too many tourist itineraries. That was Mount Takao. It is an easy to moderate hike depending on your physical fitness.
Here we are, hiking Mount Takao.
In search of fern.
I think the best way to do the mountain is to hike to the top and ride back down like we did, and you will see why. It's gorgeous. You have to go on a clear day. You will be so happy when you do. Mount Fuji looks like a painting in the distance. I'm glad we left flexibility in our schedule to make this decision at the last minute. There is definitely a delicate balance between having things scheduled and having your options open when traveling. That is something we are constantly striving to do. In the evening, we went to the very popular viral TeamLab Planets museum. Okay, this was fun. I think I understand the hype. Maybe if you had done this before it got too big. Whoa! But the experience is killed by the number of people shuffling through at all hours of the day and night here. It is very well done, but I don't know if there is much downtime at this place anymore unless you visit Japan in the coldest parts of winter or the hottest parts of summer when there are very few tourists. So I don't know if I loved it enough to recommend it.
Oh no, the world, it's moving.
Yeah.
You made it!
We came back to Tokyo for one day and one night at the end of our trip through Japan. Exhaustion and sadness were setting in, knowing we'd have to be gone soon, but we went to Yoyogi Park the day we came back in. It was the beginning of Golden Week, and we saw so many families having picnics and enjoying the parks. It was lovely to see. We stayed in Shibuya the last night in Japan. I don't really recommend it. It's expensive, and the room we booked was the smallest we stayed in. It was my least favorite place.
You having fun?
Yeah, I'm tired. Sushi coma.
On our last night in Japan, we did the Shibuya Sky experience. This was so hard to book. This was comparable to booking a campsite in Arches National Park when the windows open up. We only snagged a night spot. I really wish we could have gotten something during the day. I also don't know if I can recommend this. It's very crowded, and even though the space opens up on top, navigating the queues and getting packed into the elevator and finding a locker, because they make you get one if you have anything at all on you other than a camera, it was a bit chaotic. And forget about one of those Instagram photos unless you want to wait in a fairly long line. I can't compare it to the other Tokyo viewing places because we didn't go to them, but if you've done Top of the Rock at Rockefeller in New York City, it's a lot like Shibuya Sky, but Rockefeller is way more chill and at least half as crowded. We went on the best side quest to Gora near Hakone for one day and stayed overnight at a ryokan. We hopped on the romance car from Tokyo to the Hakone Yumoto station. We had pre-booked the Hakone free pass, so we were able to then take a bus up the mountain, get off at a rustic tea shop, then hike down to the lake.
The sign said there's bears. I need to find them.
There we explored the beautiful sights around the lake. From there, we traveled across the lake on the boat. I was unsure if this would be too gimmicky, but it was a nice ship and I loved it because the views from the lake were stunning on our foggy day. Lastly, we took a gondola up and over to Gora, not before we made a pit stop at the top to eat the black eggs. When we checked into our ryokan, the entire outside world melted away and we didn't leave until we checked out. This was the fanciest thing we have ever done, and I loved every second of this experience. If you struggle with seafood and are unwilling to push yourself and your palate, this might not be for you. This is the highest quality food you will ever eat, like Michelin star fine dining level stuff. But a lot of the dishes are raw or you've never had that ingredient in your life. I was totally fine and embraced everything, while Laren had a bit more of a difficult time with some dishes. He was a good sport though, and there are no regrets.
Oh boy. Just go for it. How long do you think we should put it in for?
I have no idea. At the hot pot place, they told us how many minutes.
I don't think we do it for minutes. I think like it's almost done. Yeah, I think it's ready. Definitely. Uh-huh.
You're looking at our breakfast spread right now. I know. Wild. Next, we were off to Kyoto. I was really looking forward to this part of the trip as a photographer. Did this popular city live up to the hype? It really did, but it does come with a bit of a warning and some advice. There are too many tourists in small clusters in the city. As a first-time visitor, it's hard not to want to visit the most popular places. I'm not saying not to go. They are popular for a reason. But if you follow the tourism posters' advice all over town of find your own Kyoto, your experience in the city will be significantly better and different. We did go to all the most popular places, but we also went to many other areas that very few people visit, and they were honestly just as beautiful and grand. If you're an American, try not to adjust your body too much to Japanese time. You'll have advantage over your European friends and ready to go very early in the morning. This worked out very well for us on the day we visited Kiyomizu. By the time we were done exploring Kiyomizu and the surrounding shops, it was bumper to bumper people everywhere. We got there around 6 a.m. and there were barely any people around for quite some time. It was beautiful. It was a great experience because of that. The biggest mistake we made was going straight to the famous Torri Gates when we arrived in Kyoto late in the afternoon. Laren had read somewhere that when the shops start to close down, the crowds tend to do the same, but that was 1000% false. It was madness. Even going all the way up to the top of the mountain and down, there were still plenty of people. It's a cool place, but the crowds, especially at the bottom, were intense. We were staying near the Yasaka Shrine, so it was an easy walk in the evening. This is a great nighttime shrine to visit, as you can see. I want to go back to the morning we visited Kiyomizu. Two of our favorite places we wandered to were the Ryōzen Kannon Temple and the Kodaiji Temple. I hope I'm saying it sort of correctly. It is near all the hustle and bustle, but it seems like very few people go over there. I had read about a small bamboo forest on the grounds of Kodaiji. It was fun and beautiful, and I was able to photograph many bamboo areas without people everywhere. You cannot miss the Ryōzen Kannon Temple either. It was stunning, and you should absolutely pay the fee to go inside. These smaller temples are just as beautiful, but with way fewer people. Another temple area we loved visiting with fewer tourists was Nanzen-ji. It has huge garden areas, and we highly recommend paying the fee to go inside through the rock garden. It was one of the most serene places. We went in before they closed for the day, so there were very few people left inside. Let's talk about the Kyoto food scene, yeah? We are usually too excited and hungry when we get something that we didn't record a ton of food, but Kyoto was a top tier place for all our meals, snacks, and desserts.
Alright. I'm scared. What if it's really hot?
Is it good?
Oh my gosh. That was like so good compared to, I mean, the one last night was good too, but this is definitely another level.
Is it good?
Yeah, it is incredible.
Don't worry, it's gonna be too hot. It's too hot right now. Look at that.
It has a heartbeat.
Aaron, that is so good. We have to live here.
You might see a pattern here, but another one of the best decisions we made on our adventures was to go on another mountain hike. This place was even more stunning than Takao. It might have been my favorite place we went the entire trip. It's called the Kurama to Kibune hike. It's about an hour outside of the tourist hubs of Kyoto. It was us and a few other locals on the mountain. I mean, there was barely anyone here. The hike is much like Takao, easy to moderate with a ton of stops along the way. We even saw a cute little deer coming down from the mountain, which foreshadowed what we would experience in Nara soon. One day we rode a train outside of Kyoto and made knives at a Japanese master bladesmith shop. My husband has a whole business dedicated to knife steel, so we made a video detailing that day a bit more. You can go check it out if you'd like. I didn't know how much I would enjoy this particular experience, but it was one of the best things we did on our vacation. Another day trip we took was to Nara. What sold me on going to Nara was that we hired a photographer/guide and she hung out with us for several hours. Actually, she is a very successful YouTuber, and it was perfect to get some pictures on that day and to roam around Nara. We didn't take a ton of video clips because we were with our photographer Abby, but we did have a ton of fun and ate really well. I do recommend Nara, even though it is too popular. Pro advice, don't wear light colored or nice clothes if you're going to try and feed the deer. They will nibble on you, and it is best to wait until afternoon to feed them because wow, they are very aggressive in the morning, and much more chill as the day goes on and their bellies get full.
Hi.
Your mouth is a mess.
Very good.
Not good?
No, it's good. I'm just trying to. I think I like the strawberry one better.
Our very last city in Japan was Osaka. The vibe here is quite different from any of the other places we visited. Now, it's worth noting that we stayed in a much smaller radius than any of the other cities we explored, but Osaka was very glitzy, crowded, loud. It reminded me a lot of Las Vegas, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but the vibes here might not be for everyone. On the first night we came in, we finally got to try okonomiyaki. It's a everything but the kitchen sink kind of diner dish. As long as you don't mind various types of seafood all mixed together, it's definitely a must try.
All right. Thank you.
Two places in Osaka we found to be much quieter and chill were the Osaka Castle and the Namba Yasaka Jinja Shrine. I don't know if I'm saying these at all that well. Osaka Castle was beautiful, as expected. We threw this into the itinerary at the last minute and it turned out to be a great choice. The Namba Yasaka Jinja Shrine is best visited in the morning. We found a Katamari Damacy toy dispenser. That was exciting. We used to play this game way back in the day. I barely play any games, so it is rare for me to like or even know any video games.
Alright, we got a little light guy. We got this guy. So we got this one and this one now.
Laren and I watched a ton of Studio Ghibli movies before going to Japan, like almost all of them, and I became obsessed. I probably spent most of our souvenir money on various Ghibli stores we visited throughout Japan. I feel like as an American, you have to go check out what Osaka's Amerikamura neighborhood is all about. It was okay. I don't think you need to go out of your way for it, but it's totally fine if you stumble upon it. I did get to capture a handful of beautiful sunsets while in Osaka. I tried to win a figure from a claw machine for my son because he likes this random anime show, but as you can see, I suck so bad, and I can't do anything while filming. And that was our trip. It was magical. I'm happy we decided to go to Japan as a couple instead of taking our kids along.
That was pathetic. Don't do that again.
Though now I really want them to experience this magic too. I know that they really want to go. Maybe we'll make it back with them. There is just so many places to explore on this planet that we rarely do many things twice. But again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.